Hey guys, it's Cubs and boy do I have one for you today. We're going to go over the 3 best leveling tips you need to know for launch. I'm going to make something very clear. I'm not going to go over the usual play on World Tier 1 or rush campaign. Everybody already knows that. I want to give tips and not just farm views. So I want to say 3 things that will probably increase my speed by upwards of 20%. Just a reminder, we will be going live on YouTube 2 hours before release, pushing world first to 100 hardcore in one sitting. During that time, we're going to be doing 10 Ultimate Edition giveaways to subs throughout the stream, so tune in to be in with a chance of winning. Now let's start. Number 1. Attack speed is busted. Any items that can roll attack speed, such as gloves, rings and amulets, have insane value at lower levels. Your actual numbers don't increase, so your 100 hit doesn't go to 110, but the speed increase does. I would always prioritise getting this as early as possible. Don't sleep on it. This also stands for elixirs, especially with the crit elixir being nerfed by 50% today. I would always ensure that you're crafting attack speed elixirs. The way attack speed works is that it's an additive bonus to your swing speed. So for example, a barb with 1 second swing speed, if you have 50% attack bonus, it'll now swing 1.5 times a second instead of 1 times. That's a 50% increase before any multipliers, and it scales incredibly well. Let's move on to number 2. The power creep from World Tier 2 to World Tier 3 is well established. You already know this. It's ridiculously harder. When you complete the capstone dungeon and you unlock a nightmare mode, nightmare is about 4 times harder than Tier 2 at least. Now, for number 2, it's actually really simple but overlooked. Pay attention to your rare items, the yellows that drop. When you move up, you unlock the ability to have sacred items, and then again at 70, when you go to Torment difficulty, you can unlock ancestral items. These rares have not only much higher item level, their stats are upwards of double to triple the ones before. Meaning the rares you get will usually be a significant upgrade from the legendaries from the tier before that. This also links to point 1, check the attack speed of those stats. Because at level 50, if you roll a double crit attack on rings, so maybe crit on neck and attack speed on gloves, it's worth up to 200% more times damage. That's absolutely insane. 3 items to nearly triple your damage. As a bonus point, I will advise not to try the capstone dungeon before 2 levels before you're meant to. So that's 48 for Cathedral of Light and 67-68 for the Torment one, whose name eludes me, because it would probably mean the end of your hardcore character. They hit incredibly hard. Now, finally for the 3rd. You're going to want to avoid Hell Tides like the plague. As soon as you unlock Hell Tides, you're going to be eager to go and play. For those that don't know, Hell Tides is a specific event that spawns in Torment difficulty that causes a zone to turn red. Monsters get increased health and drop cinders, and these cinders can be used to open up chests in the open world for loot. First and foremost, the loot is great. It's been buffed 3 times since your initial go. However, the monsters are about as dangerous as they come other than the high-end nightmare dungeons. This is a force you away to lose your hardcore toon and a waste time ridiculous amounts on softcore. They give very little experience, and I recommend whilst leveling you keep your distance for optimization of leveling. Of course, if you just want to have fun and you're on softcore, go and give it a go. If you're on hardcore, I still recommend to keep your distance. Now, in my opinion, if when I was leveling I had avoided Hell Tides, I'd got attack speed early, and I'd swapped over to rares because I didn't start swapping over to rares till mid-60s, then I would say it would increase my speed by upwards of 20%. And hopefully it'll help you too. Anyways, I hope I helped. If you like what you see, then don't hesitate to like and subscribe, so it really helps out the channel. Until next time, Cubs, you know it. Peace.